So this is my roller coaster builder project. It's also the first video on my showreel where I actually speak over the project. I thought it'd be nice to explain a bit of what's going on and to talk about the background and some of the development aspects of the project. It's actually a project that was never meant to be. I was working on a track designer. I'd written a game called Racy Brum Brum, which is a race car game, and I thought it would be nice to be able to build your own tracks in there. So if I reset this, it started off with a nice round track like that. You can take any point and drag it slightly. You can add more points. You can remove points by double clicking them. It's quite a simple tool. It works because these are control points, and the mathematics behind this is using splines to create the points in a continuous line. There are various types of splines. The particular one I use is a Catmull ROM spline, which actually makes sure the spline goes through the control points. So as I say, you can build a nice track this way. I can ride the track. It stays on its side the entire way around. Again, that's mathematical. I had to add something that would try to join all the points in a track that wasn't twisting and turning, that was as smooth as it could possibly be. And for a track like this, ironically, being on your side is as smooth as you're going to get. So let's go back to the editor. Now, I decided it'd be nice to add some hills to the racing car game. So you can actually rotate this track and you'll see legs there. And when you fully rotated it, the legs light up as you hover over them. And you can change the height of all the different parts of the tracks. You can also rotate it around this way, so you can see it from all angles. Let's have a nice dip down there. There we go. So somebody saw this, and although it was meant to be for designing racetrack roads, they said that looks like a roller coaster designer. So let's have a look at this track in action. Let's hit the ride button. And now it's a little bit more exciting. The roller coasters always work better if you change the height on them, otherwise it's just a flat loop. Originally, if I turn the background off, this is how the original project looked, as if it was a roller coaster in space. But to add realism, I added horizon. After I'd added the horizon, which was quite tricky to do actually, after I'd added incidentally the horizon is just two pen lines with a very, very big pen setting. So the size of the pen is so big, it can fill the whole screen. So you've got one green line and one blue line, and that is the sky and the ground. And then I added the sun just to, it's in a constant place in the sky, just quite a bit more realism. You can change the speed of the roller coaster, so you can go really fast if you want to, or you can go really slow, or you can go backwards. And I've had a number of comments saying, if you go so slow, there's a bug, you go backwards. But it's not a bug, it's a feature I thought would be quite fun to have. So let's go forwards again. Something else I added just for fun, and this is quite unusual I think, is that if you hit the green flag to start again, it ignores it completely. Well, the news restarts, I couldn't get around that. But you can't get off the ride, which I was quite pleased with. It's something people probably haven't noticed, but it's fun to do. Similarly, if you press a red button to stop, it doesn't really stop. I've got an intro at the beginning, and this is my outro. So when you hit the stop button, the project's still running. It's giving you little words of wisdom down the bottom there. Sage like words of wisdom. It's great to comment, but always try to be positive. That is so true. What is the point of leaving a negative comment on anybody's project? It doesn't help anybody. Have you tried Band Hero or Racy Brum Brum? They're just self-promotion. Give a project feedback and make a scratcher happy. Anyway, if I press a green flag, it carries on the ride from where I stopped. Let's reload the project. And you'll see the default track. You're observing, you see that actually spells out rock for RokCoder. Looks like I've got very sharp corners there, which, as I've mentioned, aren't very good for a track, but they're not actually very sharp. What they are is loops, the vertical loops. There we go, you can see it's going up. From the top it looks sharp, but it's actually quite long and loopy. Let's have a ride of this roller coaster. Let's do it quite fast. So as I say, I keep all the curves fairly smooth, which makes for a better roller coaster. That's quite fun. I'd actually like to ride this roller coaster. I think this does look like a good one. What else? There's one other thing. Let's go back to edit. I'll reset. And I'll have a top-down view again. And I'll just make a simple roller coaster. Add a bit of variation to the height, because it does make the rides a lot more interesting. Let's have a look at that. So again, kept the curves quite gentle, so this is a fun coaster. And I can hit the save button. If I hit the save button, I can select everything and copy it to the clipboard. And if I reload the project, it starts off with a default rock ride, but I can hit the load button, paste in the code, and there we go, the roller coaster that I just designed. If you look in the comments for this project, you'll see lots and lots of save codes of rides that people have made. And that's basically it. That's my roller coaster project. If you've enjoyed watching this, there are plenty of other demonstrations of my projects in the showreel playlist. There's also a tutorial playlist where you can learn to make your own Space Invaders game, Asteroids game. You can learn about cloning and other projects like this. There's also a hints and tips playlist, which is just short videos, just giving ideas, things that I've learned with my scratching, things that might help with your projects, things that you might find interesting. If you like any of these videos, please feel free to comment. It's great to get feedback. It's great to get comments on the videos. And please subscribe. Thank you for watching this video, and have fun.